Does he even care that we are starving while he feasts? But no one dared to speak to Rafiki directly. His roars were terrifying and his claws were sharp. One day, the animals held a secret meeting deep in the forest. They needed a solution, but no one was brave enough to face Rafiki. Then Pendo, the smallest hare in the group, stood up. "I will speak to him," Pendo said softly. "You," said the owl. "You are no bigger than a leaf." "What can you do?" "Sometimes the smallest voice can speak the loudest truth," Pendo replied. The animals weren't convinced, but they had no other plan. So they watched as Pendo hopped away toward Rafiki's den. When Pendo arrived, Rafiki was lying in the shade of a tree, his belly full from the morning's meal. "Who dares disturb me?" Rafiki growled when he saw the hare. "It is I, King Rafiki," Pendo said, bowing low. "I come not to disturb but to serve, as we all do." Rafiki narrowed his eyes. "If you have brought no food, then leave." "I bring something more important than food, my king," Pendo said, stepping closer. "I bring a truth you need to hear." Rafiki let out a low growl, but something in Pendo's calm voice stopped him. "Speak then, but be quick." "My king," Pendo began, "do you remember how the forest used to be? How we all lived together in peace? You were a leader we admired, not feared." Rafiki's growl softened, but he said nothing. "We understand that you have suffered a great loss," Pendo continued gently. "When Queen Zuri passed, it broke all of our hearts. But your grief has turned into anger, and now it is breaking the forest." Rafiki's eyes flickered with pain, but he still didn't speak. "You demand so much from us," Pendo said, his voice trembling but steady. "We are growing weaker, hungrier. The forest is losing its joy, and so are you. Look at yourself, my king. This isn't who you are." At these words, Rafiki's pride crumbled. His lip quivered, and for the first time in years, tears rolled down his face. "You are right," Rafiki said, his voice shaking. "I have been blind to the pain I have caused. I let my grief turn me into a monster." Rafiki stood and looked around the forest. For the first time, he noticed how quiet it was, how the trees seemed less green, how the animals no longer played. His heart ached with shame. "What can I do, Pendo?" he asked. "How can I fix what I have broken?" Pendo smiled gently. "Start by leading with love, not fear. Share your strength instead of taking from others. Protect the forest, but let us all help it grow together."